In Luke's gospel, there's a moment when Jesus is praying, and when he finishes, one of his disciples runs up to him and says, Lord, teach us how to pray. You know, John the Baptist, he taught his disciples how to pray. Teach us how to pray. And so the Lord responds, when you pray, say Father. Father. So simple, and yet so profound.
Here at St. John Vianney, we look to form the whole person. That means forming their head, intellectually, their heart, humanly, spiritually, and also their legs, so as they can bring, the message of the gospel to people today. But the heart, particularly the spiritual formation, is the core of our formation. It brings together the priest being and the priest acting, not only, of course, here during their time of formation at the seminary, but all the way through their priestly life.
The purpose of spiritual formation is twofold. First and foremost, to help a man figure out, is God really calling me to the priesthood? It's a supernatural vocation. It's beyond the powers of our nature. So it's something of an operation of grace.
We're both spiritual beings and human beings, and so to work with people to help them develop their spiritual dimension, which a lot of education doesn't, is so exciting for me as a priest, because I get to see God at work.
Here at St. John Vianney, we create an atmosphere of trust so that the men know that they can be known. They feel free enough to come in and talk about their spiritual life to the degree that there might be something human blocking their spiritual growth.
And the second objective of spiritual formation is to equip a man to have the skills for prayer to sustain that vocation throughout his life.
Spirituality year is a year of non-academic formation, so it affords you just a bunch of time to devote yourself to community life, devote yourself to prayer, and to establish a good foundation in the spiritual life to move forward with.
I don't think some other seminaries have spiritual formation like spirituality year. I'm absolutely convinced that that's the way to go. I wish every seminary in the United States could have spirituality year.
Not only is it intellectual knowledge that we have, but because of spirituality year, we learn how to pray with those things and make them part of who we are. I'm like a spiritual coach. I meet with them every couple of weeks and we go through their spiritual development. And if they can really develop a relationship with God and understand that God is always with them, God simply delights in them, then they'll be absolutely great priests, and no matter what happens.
And it's a powerful mystery that the more I grow in the spiritual life, the more I become conformed to the life of Jesus, even to the point of taking on his mission of revealing the Father in the world. But if I am to reveal the Father, I must first know and live the truth of being a beloved Son.